Every time I visit Italy, I notice something. Women over 50 look effortlessly stylish, not trendy, not flashy, just captivating. And here's the thing. It's not about spending a fortune or being tall and thin. It's a mindset, a few wardrobe shifts, and one fashion rule they swear by that most Americans miss completely. I'll show you what it is, and what I started doing differently after I saw it with my own eyes. Let's start with something that seems simple, but makes all the difference. Neutrals, but not just black. Now don't get me wrong, I know black is the go-to for so many of us. It feels safe, slimming, and easy. But if you've ever looked at Italian women walking down the streets of Florence or Milan, especially the ones over 50, you'll notice something. They wear warm, rich neutrals that light up their skin. Think soft camel, warm taupe, ivory, stone gray, dusty olive. It's not dull, it's dreamy. These women know that color speaks before you do. While black can look harsh, especially as we age and our skin tone softens, these warmer neutrals are more forgiving and flattering. They make the skin look radiant rather than washed out, and honestly, they just feel expensive. Imagine an Italian woman in a pair of ivory linen trousers, a sand-colored blouse, and honey-toned loafers. There's nothing loud about that outfit, but it has such a graceful presence. What I love about this palette is how versatile it is. You can mix and match these colors in endless combinations, and everything still feels coordinated. Ivory with tan, olive with cream, taupe with soft gray. No stress, no clashing. It's like giving yourself a capsule wardrobe without even trying. And for those of you who feel unsure about stepping away from black, start small. Maybe replace your go-to black cardigan with a sandy beige one, or swap your black handbag for something in warm caramel leather. Little changes, big impact. Italian style isn't about doing a full makeover overnight. It's about refinement. So next time you open your closet, ask yourself, is this color working with me or against me? That question alone will start changing the way you see your wardrobe. Now, once you've got your color palette working for you, the next shift is all about texture and comfort, and that means natural fabrics. Italian women over 50 have a strong sense of what feels good on the skin and what looks great in motion. You'll rarely see them in clingy polyblend tops or overly stretchy leggings. Instead, they gravitate toward linen, cotton poplin, silk, cashmere, and wool, fabrics that age well, breathe easily, and feel rich even when worn simply. There's something about the way linen falls on the body, especially in warmer months, that looks alive. It moves with you. A slightly crinkled linen dress with flat leather sandals? That's peak Italian casual style. And cotton poplin? It gives crisp structure to shirts and shirt dresses without making you feel stiff. Natural fibers don't cling in the wrong places, they don't trap heat, and they look effortlessly elevated, even when you're just wearing jeans and a tee. I always say, if your clothes make noise when you move or if they start to pill after one wash, they're not part of this story. Invest in pieces that feel like skin, not plastic. You don't need a whole new wardrobe. Maybe just start with a linen button-down or a cotton midi dress with some movement. You'll feel the difference right away. Italian women understand that style is tactile. It's not just how you look, it's how you feel in your clothes. And if you're wondering where to even begin with these fabrics, I've got you covered. I handpicked a few pieces, easy to wear, flattering cuts, and all made from natural fibers, and I've added the links in the description box below. You can explore them at your own pace. Whether you're ready to upgrade your basics or find that one perfect linen dress, everything is listed below to help you get started. Now, let's talk about something that truly separates Italian women from the rest: how they use accessories. And no, I'm not just talking about piling on jewelry or throwing on a scarf and calling it a day. Italian women, especially over 50, use accessories with intention. Each piece tells a story. A statement earring, a beautiful leather belt, a pair of vintage sunglasses. They're not just completing the outfit, they're adding character. It's style with soul. One thing I noticed when I spent time in Rome and Florence is that these women don't over-accessorize, but every piece they wear matters. You'll often see a neutral outfit brought to life by a sculptural gold cuff, or a silk scarf tied not around the neck, but the wrist or handbag handle. Accessories aren't afterthoughts, they're style signatures, and they're often personal. A lot of them collect these pieces over time, mixing heirlooms with local artisan finds. If you're over 50, this is where you can really start having fun. Think of accessories as your personal flair, your way of saying, "This is me," without shouting. A bold red leather bag against a camel coat? Chic. A vintage-inspired brooch on your blazer? Unexpectedly. Italian women embrace that kind of confidence. And don't be afraid to add texture, woven bags, beaded necklaces, suede, brushed gold. These little layers bring warmth and depth to your look, even when the rest is simple. So if you feel your outfits look fine but flat, try focusing on one stunning accessory. It could be a handcrafted belt that cinches your waist beautifully, or a silk scarf from a local boutique that instantly elevates your white blouse. You don't need to overthink it. Just choose pieces that feel you and wear them like you meant to, because that's what Italian women do best. Up next, and I can't stress this enough, is how Italian women over 50 wear tailored pieces with ease. And I don't mean stiff suits or corporate-style blazers that make you feel boxed in. I'm talking about the kind of tailoring that moves with you. Think high-waisted trousers that skim the body, lightly structured blazers worn open over a tee, or even a well-fitted coat that instantly pulls a look together without feeling uptight. Tailoring is part of the Italian fashion DNA, but they do it in a way that's unfussy. There's a relaxed elegance to it, nothing pinched or too perfect. Italian women will pair beautifully cut trousers with loafers and a simple cotton shirt, or throw a blazer over a dress and call it a day. The cuts are clean, the fit is intentional, and the vibe is never try hard. That's what makes it so wearable for women in their 50s and beyond. It celebrates your shape instead of hiding it. If you're curvy, petite, or somewhere in between, the secret is fit, not tightness. A good tailor is worth their weight in gold. You don't need to buy expensive pieces. You just need to make sure what you do buy fits you like it was made for your body. Even something as simple as shortening the hem of a jacket or taking in the waist of your trousers can make a $60 piece look like it came off a Milan runway. Italian women understand this. They invest in alterations more than most of us do. I'd love to hear from you on this one. How do you feel about tailored pieces? Have you had anything altered recently that changed how you feel in it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I always love reading your stories and hearing how you're bringing these tips into your own wardrobe. Now, let's take it down to the shoes, because Italian women never treat footwear as an afterthought. For them, shoes aren't just about function. They're a tone setter. They can take a simple outfit and make it say elegant, relaxed, or confident, depending on the pair. Even when their outfit is casual, their shoes are doing a lot of the work to elevate the entire look. And honestly, that's one of the smartest style moves we can steal from them. The interesting thing is, they don't always wear heels. In fact, most Italian women over 50 lean toward low-profile shoes that are still incredibly chic. Think suede loafers, kitten heel slingbacks, buttery leather flats, and those gorgeous espadrille wedges you see all over Capri in the summer. These women are walking on cobblestones, navigating narrow staircases, hopping into Vespas. They need comfort and beauty. So they invest in shoes that are both practical and elevated. One of the key details I've noticed is texture and shape. It's not just about color, although you'll rarely see neon or super flashy tones. It's about the structure of the shoe. A slightly pointed toe, a curved heel, a well-crafted sole. And Italian brands excel at this kind of design. A camel coat with jeans can look 10 times more stylish with almond toe leather flats or rich brown ankle boots. It's subtle, but it shifts the whole mood of the outfit. If you want to experiment with this, start by switching one pair you usually reach for. Maybe trade your white sneakers for a refined leather loafer or a neutral-toned mule. The difference in how put together you feel is kind of magical, and your outfit will immediately read more European, more intentional, dare I say, more Italian. Now, we've talked about what Italian women wear, but what they don't wear? That's where it gets really interesting. And honestly, this one took me by surprise. If you've been wondering whether you're holding on to pieces that are quietly sabotaging your style, don't go anywhere. What comes next might just change the way you look at your wardrobe completely. Here's what really caught my attention in Italy. It's not just their presence, but their absence of certain things. Italian women over 50 almost never wear overly distressed or ripped denim, loud logos, or anything that feels too try hard. It's subtle, but you notice it when you're people watching. There's a sense of restraint. Their style speaks softly but carries a strong message. I've edited my wardrobe with intention. And you know what's noticeably missing? Athleisure. I rarely saw anyone wearing leggings as pants or activewear outside the gym. And trust me, these women are active. They just don't dress like it unless they're actually headed to a workout. This idea of keeping the casual pieces polished is part of why they always look elevated. Instead of leggings and hoodies, they opt for soft trousers, relaxed knits, or shirt dresses when running errands. Another thing they avoid is overly trendy silhouettes that distort the body's natural lines. No exaggerated cutouts or oversized everything. Their goal isn't to hide their figure, it's to celebrate it, even if subtly. That's why their clothing always seems to flatter but never scream. They're not anti-fashion. They're just pro-editing. They know when a trend doesn't serve them, and they're not afraid to say, no thanks. That kind of self-assurance, it's inspiring, and it really challenged me to go home and look at my own closet differently. What am I keeping just because it's popular, even if it doesn't make me feel beautiful? That's the real takeaway. Italian style isn't just about what you add, it's about what you curate. If you loved this peek into how Italian women think about fashion, then you'll absolutely want to watch my next video where I dive into the real secrets behind how Italian women over 50 always look so expensive, without constantly shopping or chasing trends. It connects perfectly with today's topic, and I promise you'll walk away with tips you can actually use starting tomorrow. Stay tuned.